Hey everybody, today we're going to go over lesson 5.7, which is transformations of polynomial functions. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the cubic parent function, f of x equals x to the third power, or x cubed. These transformations are going to work the same way as before when we've done linear, absolute value, and quadratic functions. So they're going to work the same way as they have all year, all the way back going to the first 6 weeks. There is a list of all the transformations here, just to kind of refresh your memory. I'm not going to go through these individually, but there are horizontal and vertical translations, reflections over the x or y axis, and then stretches and shrinks either horizontally or vertically. A couple of things I do want to remind you of as we get into these is that if we have something that is affecting horizontal or x values, then our effect is inside with x, and it's going to be the opposite of what you would think it is. We use the acronym HIO to stand for horizontal, inside, and opposite to indicate that, for example, when we are going to the right, we actually have a negative sign where you would think that right would be positive, but it's because of the negative sign built into the equation. Vertical is outside of the parentheses, and it affects the entire function. So let's get right into some examples here. If we have our parent function, x to the third, and we have transformed it by subtracting 9, we want to figure out what that 9 does. So this is the thing that is different. And if we look at our table, having something not in parentheses and going with a negative sign, it looks something like this. So we are headed down. How far are we going down? We are going down by 9. So down 9, or we could say a vertical translation down 9 if you wanted to be a little more precise. All right, number 2, we're going to start with x to the third. And this time I see parentheses, so that is a big clue that we're doing something horizontal. So I see that I have a -1 here. That is different than my parent function, and also a +2 outside of the parentheses. Let's deal with the -1 first. So a positive sign on the inside of parentheses. Let's look for that. And I will see that right here in horizontal translations, specifically to the left, that has a positive sign. So I know that for my example, I am going left by 1. The other thing I want to look for is a positive number on the outside of parentheses, kind of at the tail end. So again, looking at our graph, I can see that a positive on the outside of the parentheses is a translation up, a vertical translation up. And so I'm going up by 2.